Hey guys, what is going on? I am UniqueShot. We are back here with another video. Now guys, today in this video is actually going to be a new one. Is going to be the top 5 best perks here in Call of Duty World War II Zombies. So guys, if you guys have not seen the last video on zombies, I have done a top 5 best weapons in zombies video. You guys can see, you guys click on the top right for the card, and you guys can go watch that video. I recommend you guys go check it out. But I asked if you guys want to see more content on the channel, and I actually got really good feedback. So now I'm definitely going to be using more zombies content here on this channel. And we're going to be starting off with the best perks. So, guys, if you guys can leave a like on this video if you guys do like this video, and consider subscribing. We are so close to 160. So close. I hope we can get there. Also, follow me on social media. The links to those will be in the description down below. And, guys, let's get into the video.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it.
Alright, now that you've gotten all that out of the way, we can actually get started. So before, a quick little disclaimer before we get started. This is definitely my personal opinion, and you guys will definitely not agree with all the options I chose for the list, especially in the order that I have it. So if you guys do, please leave your top 5 in the comment section below. I definitely would love to hear it, and also I would definitely support it. We can even have a conversation down there. So how I'm gonna roll with this is I'm gonna go through 5 to 1. I'm actually gonna have no honorable mentions simply because that there's not a lot of perks in World War II Zombies. So I'm definitely gonna go just 5 and right through 1. So this video will be fairly quick. So let's get into the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot on this list is going to be the electrical reload. Now guys, if you guys do not know what the electrical reload does, it's simply like electric cherry from Track Zombies. It's like every time you reload, you get a little electrical barrier around you, which can either kill zombies on the earlier rounds, or it could stun the zombies in later rounds. Now the reason why I put this on this list simply because it's definitely a good perk to get, and of course it's really good for the high rounds and can even save your life. However, it's not really doesn't really put out a high damage, so of course it's not really effective in the higher rounds. It can't really kill anything, but it's definitely a way to get you out of a tough situation, and that is why it has number 5. Coming at the number 4 spot on this list is basically going to be Stamina Up. Now I know that it's not really called Stamina Up here in World War II Zombies, but I'm going to call it Stamina Up because basically it has the exact same abilities as the original Stamina Up in Track Zombies. Now if you guys do not know what it does, it basically gives you infinite sprint, and it can make you run faster, and this is definitely really important, especially for higher rounds and getting out of those tough situations. And you can definitely weave around the zombies a lot easier. You can also move around the map a lot quicker, which means you can get a lot of things done on the map. So it's definitely a great perk on the early rounds. This is why it beats electrical reload, just because its effect and its abilities can help you in a more of an abundant way in the later rounds. There's a reason why it did beat electrical reload, but it is definitely a great perk. But the reason why it's number 4 is just because there's other perks that are more effective and more useful, and this does not debunk the greatness of this perk. It is definitely a solid perk to have, whether in the beginning or the higher rounds, which is why it's on the number 4 on this list. Coming in at the number 3 spot on this list is actually going to be a little controversial, and it can actually go either way with the last or the number 4 spot, and that is going to be the self-revive, or the quick revive, which you can call it. Now if you guys do not know what quick revive does, it actually does 2 different things, one on solo and one on co-op or multiplayer. When in solo, when you actually go down, you can actually revive yourself, so it's basically gives you like another life. And if you go in the co-op modes, then it actually quickens the heal time, which you can revive your teammates. So the reason why I put this above the Stamina Up or the infinite running perk is simply because it is more effective and in solo, just because quick revive in this game is definitely by far more important than it was in Track Zombies, just because you're actually able to keep a little bit of some of your perks. And also in World War II Zombies, it's a lot easier to move around with teammates and everything. It's easier to work with your teammates here, so you can revive them a lot faster. So just because it's more effective basically than Stamina Up is, and I can use it not only on myself, but I can also use it on other teammates. And thinking about that overall, the overall picture of the game is definitely more important than the other 2 perks. So this is why it is number 3 on this list. Coming at the number 2 spot on this is going to be the Speed Reload perk or Speed Cola. Now, if you guys do not know what Speed Cola can do, it's basically just quickens your reload. So, yeah, that's basically all it does. And the reason why I put it above the Quick Revive, Stamina Up, and Electrical Reload is simply because, you know, it's just more overall, it's more important just because there's a lot of weapons in the game, or the most powerful weapons in the game are obviously the LMGs and the shotguns, and it definitely takes a long while to reload. And depending on what map and what strategy you're rolling with your teammates or even solo, you're definitely going to need that perk just because it can get you out of a tough situation, because it can give you the ammo, just because it takes a long time to reload something like the MG15, the MG42, and definitely having that speed reload will definitely cut down the time of the reload, so it'll actually put you back in the action a lot quicker. And thinking about that a little bit more is definitely a reason why it is number 2 on this list, and pretty well deservingly, just because it all depends what weapon you use. If you use something like the STG or something like that, which is not really effective on high rounds, I guess you can put it a little bit lower. But think of a situation that since you'll be most likely using LMGs and shotguns in those higher rounds, it would just make more sense that you have that speed reload just so you can have more ammo at a quicker time. So that's why speed reload is on number 2 on this list. Coming in at the number 1 spot on this list is going to be an absolute surprise to nobody, as it's going to be the increased weapon damage perk, or aka Double Tap 2. Now, if you guys do not know what this perk does, it just increases your weapon damage. Now, this perk is by far the most crucial and most important perk here in Call of Duty World War II Zombies. This is always the first perk I grab, and it should be the first perk that usually everybody grabs, simply because is that, you know, your weapon gets increased damage, and that's definitely going to be important for the higher rounds, just because a lot of guns in the game are super powerful against the zombies on really high rounds. So having the increased weapon damage can definitely make some bad weapons pretty good, and having the perk can make basically almost every single gun in the game at least pretty solid. So that's what makes it the most important perk. It's super crucial, and I always play every single game with it, unless I'm playing like on Gross Stun or something like that. But it's regardless, this is definitely by far the best perk and the most crucial perk in my opinion. So with all that done, this eventually marks the end of the video. But guys, I definitely do, please comment down below on what your top 5 is. I would definitely love to hear it, and I'll definitely want to see what you guys think. So also, I definitely appreciate you guys all watching my videos and everything, and please do not forget to leave a like on this video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.